Guys, welcome back. Kumusta ka? That means hello in Tagalog. So, I'm making chicken adobo, lumpia, and white rice. The first thing I do is cook the rice. You can use white rice, you can use jasmine rice, you can use brown rice. Trying to be healthy, that's fine. It's a big staple. I usually eat it for like breakfast, lunch, dinner in Asian culture. It's amazing. So, what I do, I wash the rice first. And I wash the rice to get a little bit of the starch out. And then I put it in a pot of boiling water. Really, really easy. All you gotta do is wash it, put it in the pot. Boom! Let that boil. And then, while it's boiling, I gotta make sure it's boiling now. Give it a little stir to separate it out. And cover it up. Yes. And one thing I used to do as a kid, my mom would I get in trouble a lot as a kid. So my mom would be like, Andre! She has huge Filipino accent. So she's like 4'11", talks with an accent, it's great, hits me with a slipper. All the Filipino women out there know what I'm talking about. So I put the rice away, I let that cook, and I'm gonna start on the chicken. I have dark meat today, I think. Yep, dark meat. In Filipino culture, we use a lot of pork, but since I live in LA, I try to be a little healthy, cook for my friends and my family. So today I'm using 3 thighs, 3 legs. It's great, it's beautiful. We cook it with skin side down. And yeah, we're gonna start. So first I'm gonna salt and pepper the chicken. Put a little salt. Yum. And this is gonna be really good, guys. I can't wait to cook this for you and let you guys see it because it's garlicky, it has onions, bay leaves, soy sauce, has a good umami flavor. So I'm gonna salt both sides, right? And then I'm gonna add the pepper. And you can never add too much. So it's gonna be really, really nice. Pepper it, both sides. Yeah. And one thing you want to do is make sure your pan's on so it can heat up and crisp the chicken up really nicely. Another fun thing about me is my dad was a Marine, so living overseas a lot, we would have a lot of home-cooked meals. My mom would make this, she would make another Filipino dish called sinigang, which is a stew. I'd love to make that for you guys as well. It just brings home that good comfort level feeling. It's, man, there's nothing like it. So if this is steaming, it's fine. You just want to turn it down, take the lid off, give a little stir. Rice cooks about 10 minutes, so it doesn't take long, but if it sticks and steams like that, it happens. Just remove it, let it simmer down. So since it's simmering up so fast, I'm gonna keep the lid off of it for a little bit and let it watch it. Okay, so the chicken's done. It's seasoned, it looks beautiful. I'm gonna wash my hands real quick so I don't have cross-contamination. And I don't touch my face so I don't break out later because my mom used to get really mad and if I touch my face or anything, I don't know. Long story short. So my pan's hot and it feels hot, yeah, it's going. So I'm gonna add a little bit of olive oil to the pan. And let it heat up. Yeah, it's a little hot, so you want to be safe. You want to put a little oil around the pan, it'll be great. My rice is still cooking. Rice is still cooking, and then, if my pan's hot enough, I'm going to add the chicken soon. So it's a really good, simple dish to make. If people that don't know Filipino food, this is a good staple to start on. You guys will love it. So it looks like my pan's getting really, really hot, and I'm gonna add the chicken, skin side down, and let it brown on each side for about 3 to 5 minutes. Oh man, you hear that sear? Hear that sear? That sear means it's sexy. Means it's going. Means it's cooking. Yeah. Let that cook on both sides. I can't wait. I can't wait. I feel it already. I'm getting You know how when you eat pickles, you get that little saliva thing in the back of your mouth? You start drooling? That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing right now. Even like in the beginning of this process. It's great. So I'm gonna wash my hands one more time. I wish you guys were here because most of my friends, they know that I'm cooking all the time. They always hit me up like, Andre, when are you gonna cook for me? When are you gonna cook this? When are you gonna cook that? I'm like, whenever, guys. So just feel free to hit me up anytime because I will cook for you. So the chicken's browning on each side. We'll let that go. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna chop an onion. So chicken adobo has onions, garlic, soy sauce, vinegar, bay leaf, maybe a little bit of chili sauce. Depending on how spicy you want it. And yeah, I'm gonna chop an onion. You wanna finely chop it on each side. Take the peel off real fast. Peels off. There's no wrong way to chop an onion here. And you want just like thin, julienne slices. It's great. Chicken's browning. It smells delicious. Rice is going. It's delicious. It's really, really nice. Right? So that looks really, really good. Yeah. So that's done. You want to separate the onions to make sure that it cooks evenly when you put it back in the pan. It seems like my chicken's browning really nicely while I'm doing it. So I'm gonna flip it over or check one just to see if it's brown enough. No, not brown enough yet, but it smells delicious. If it's sticking to the pan, feel free to move it around, you know, so it gets that sexy sear all around it. And I literally used to have chicken adobo maybe like 3 times a week at my house. Love it. All my friends would come over, eat some. Some of this food all the time. It's great. Can't wait. The rice is cooking quite nicely. Nice. So I'm going to give that a little bit of a stir. Yeah. Does not take long at all. I'm telling you. So I'm gonna chop the rest of this onion, flip over the chicken. See where that's at right now. Still browning. Okay, I'll let that brown, I'll let it set, and I'm gonna chop some garlic. You wanna finely chop the garlic for the adobo. So I'll take maybe, for this much of adobo, I'll probably do like 4 to 5 cloves. It's gonna taste really, really good. And this is enough seasoning for everything, like onions, garlic, salt, pepper. The extra salt comes from the soy sauce because it has salt in it. So you don't need to add any extra seasoning in it at all. So I'm gonna crush the garlic with the back of my knife. And then take maybe 1 or 2 at a time and finely chop. There you go. Just to open up the garlic a little bit. It doesn't have to be big or small. It's okay how you have it. Any which way is fine. And it just smells so good. I can't wait for you guys to try it. It looks like my chicken's still browning. And my rice is cooking! So I have a sister, and we're like 11 months apart. And my sister always used to call us Irish twins. I never knew what that really meant until, you know, we started getting older. And she's really talented in, what is she talented in? She's talented in singing and dance. So I got the cooking talent, and she got the singing and dance talent. So, you know, after I get done cooking, she gives us a little, you know, singing show, dancing show. So my chicken's browning. It looks really, really nice. Brown on both sides. Oh yeah, that looks beautiful. Look how beautiful that looks. Nice. Brown and quite beautiful. Really good. Doing a nice crispy skin right there. And then after it browns on that side, you're gonna take it off and then you're gonna drain the oil. I'll show you guys how to do that later because it's a little easier. My rice is getting fluffed up. I'm gonna turn down the heat on my rice now because you don't wanna burn. That's the worst. Like if you ever come to any Filipino person's house and you burn some rice, you're not Filipino. Like that's the worst thing. Oh man. This brings back so many home memories growing up. I grew up in Japan. I lived there for like 13 years as a kid. So I got a lot of different cultures involved living overseas. I remember my mom's dad, he owns a candy shop. And we used to go there as a kid and eat all the candy. And then my mom would get really mad. She'd be like, Andre, why do you eat all the candy? You know, that's pretty close of her Filipino accent. And then we'd still eat her food in between eating candy and doing all this stuff. So my rice is done. I'm gonna let that sit. And I'm gonna try it a little bit. Don't be scared to try anything, guys. Don't be scared to try it. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's almost done. You want it fluffed up. You don't want it too crunchy because it's not pasta at all. Yum. And I'm gonna let that on a little bit of low because it's almost finished. Really easy, really simple. And I'm gonna cover it. And then in 2 minutes when I take the chicken off, I'm gonna turn the rice off because it'll be done by then. So let me check the chicken, see if it's brown on each side. Yeah, browning nicely. Yeah. I'll let that go for a little 2 minutes. You want to eyeball it. You know, you don't want to, rush it because Filipino comfort food takes time. Yeah. All right. So, after I take the chicken off, again, you have the garlic, the onions here. You're gonna add soy sauce, vinegar later. So I'll show you how to do that. Let me check the chicken. Yeah. Chicken is ready to go, guys. Chicken is ready to go. Who doesn't like chicken? All right. So since it's browned, I'm gonna take this off. Plate. There you go. And it looks like to me in this pan there's enough oil. So usually if there's too much oil you want to remove it from the pan and put it in a bowl, but that's not necessary. It seems like there's enough to deglaze it. So right now I'm just going to add the onions, let that cook down. Beautiful. We'll rinse this off real quick. There you go. And saute the onions here so they're a nice brown. Really nice brown. Man, I wish you guys could smell this right now. It smells delicious and amazing. Yum, yum, yum. And I think my rice is done. Let me check my rice one more time. Ooh, look at that. Woo! Oh, yeah. That is sexy. Let me check that one more time. Delicious. All right, guys. Right now, I'm gonna add the garlic in, and then we're gonna go a quick commercial break, and I'll tell you how to finish this off. Cool? Boom. We'll be right back. Welcome back, guys. I am finishing up the adobo right now, okay? And the second part I'm gonna teach you how to do is the lumpia. So while I'm finishing this off, the onions are good, the garlic is good. I'm gonna deglaze the pan with a little bit of white vinegar. White vinegar, soy sauce is the easiest thing to make adobo with. Gonna deglaze the pan really nicely. And you wanna add more vinegar than soy sauce because the soy sauce has a lot of salt and I already salted the chicken already, so it's good to go. So that's deglazing. You can smell the sour, the vinegar from it. I'm gonna add the soy sauce. And don't be scared to try it as it cooks. Cause my mom always used to do this. She used to actually put her finger in it because she's some kind of magical wizard or something like that. I don't know. And then try it. Oh, yum. Oh, that's so good. I could just eat that by itself over rice. It's delicious, I'm telling you guys. So I'm gonna add a little bit more because I have some chicken here that I need to cook. Oh man, that's so good. It gets the back of your mouth. It's so good. Add a little bit more. And that'll simmer down, like really nicely. Into a nice sauce. So now I'm gonna add the chicken, guys. Beautiful chicken that was fried a little bit earlier. And let that simmer in. And you don't want too much sauce, but you want enough to stick on the chicken. It'll like make a nice dark gel on top of the chicken. So it'll stick nicely. Put that away. And what I'm gonna do now is, since I don't have enough sauce, I'm gonna add a little bit more. Add a little bit more sauce. More chicken, let that boil. A little soy sauce. Let that boil. And then I'm gonna add a bay leaf to help season and bring it all together while that boils. And a little bit of chili sauce for a little spiciness. I'm gonna let that boil for a little bit and come back to it. Now, I'm gonna make some lumpia. Oh, lumpia is it's like an Asian egg roll. If you guys have never had lumpia before, usually it comes with pork, but this time I'm gonna make a little bit of beef. It has our mirepoix with onions, celery, carrot, egg, and it's served with a banana sauce on the side. Banana sauce is usually like ketchup and a chili sauce, so it's really good. So I'm just gonna finally chop some carrots, right? Yes, and to dice that up. Doesn't have to be perfect because it's all gonna go in the mix and be really nice. Really, really nice. And my mom would make like hundreds of these. Hundreds, like literally hundreds. Because you can eat like 20 of them and not get full. And I'm gonna add the celery, the carrots, onion. It's a good amount. Eyeball it. You can never add too much in Filipino cooking. Never add too much. And some garlic. And chop some garlic up again. Chopped garlic. Yum. I remember going over to people's houses and bringing this all the time. You can bring it frozen. I think it lasts forever in your kitchen. Seriously. You put it in your freezer. You give it as gifts. People love it. And they're like, oh my gosh, can you bring some more lumpia over? I'm like, hell yeah, I'll bring some lumpia over. For you, anything. So I'm gonna add like maybe one more clove of garlic. And then we're gonna mix it up by hand. Because everything in the Philippines is done by hand. You eat with your hands or a fork and a spoon. For some reason, I did that. So that looks pretty good. That's the even mix. You're gonna add an egg to help put it all together, and some soy sauce and some seasoning. So just crack an egg on it, some salt, some pepper. Yeah, this is gonna be really good. And a little bit of soy sauce, guys. And I mean, you can be like, you know, that kid that uses a food processor to do it. That's fine. You can do it that way. But I like to get down and dirty up in this. So it's gonna be really, really nice. So it gets all together. Don't be scared to get in there, guys. It has to get all mixed in together. That looks really, really good. And what you're gonna do in this, you're gonna put it in an egg roll wrapper. There's so many different types of egg roll wrappers out there that you can buy, but anything that's medium to thin shaped is beautiful. And I see my chicken over here simmering, so I'm gonna flip it over in a minute and check on that. So that looks pretty good for lumpia, guys. Like, this is a good start. Like, this is a great start. People that haven't cooked it before, start with this. It's amazing. I'm gonna wash my hands off real quick. Flip over this chicken, see how it's doing. Oh yeah. See the caramelization that's going on over there? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Sexy. So sexy. Nice. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. Let that simmer a little bit more. And I'm gonna try the sauce to see where I'm at. Perfect. Perfect. So now, guys, my lumpia is almost ready. I have the ingredients inside. I'm gonna get my egg roll wrapper right now. Like I said before, growing up, we used a Dynasty egg roll wrapper. You can use almost any type of wrapper that you want that goes with egg rolls, but I usually use this one. I'm gonna discard all the extra ingredients that I don't need anymore. So you have a clean palette. Do that. It's pretty simple. You just take the wrapper out, right? I'm gonna get a small spoon to place it in the egg roll, right? And I'm gonna use something called an egg wash to put onto the wrapper to seal it up. So what I'm gonna do is crack one egg, real easy. Whip that up real quick. You can use a fork if you need, or a spoon, whatever you have in hand. Whip that up a little bit. All right, place that to the side. And then you're gonna take maybe a tablespoon, depending on how big you want them. My mom would make them really skinny, but you know, I'm not a skinny guy, so I'm gonna put some in. There you go. You're gonna make a little roll. Yum. And you're gonna fold one end to the middle, like that. And then you're gonna take your brush and wash the edges. There you go. You're just gonna fold it over until you make it really, really, really tight. You're just gonna roll it tight. Yeah, easy. You can put it on your plate. Make a couple more. My chicken's still going. Man, I remember doing this like for hours at a time at like my mom's house, my auntie's house, and we'd have this, the adobo, the rice. There'd be so much chatter in the background. Like if you came to my house growing up, my mom would be like, no matter how big you are, my mom would be like, oh, you look so skinny, come eat at the table. Did you eat yet? Do you have girlfriend? Do you want boyfriend? You want to get girlfriend or boyfriend, you come eat. So that's what I did. And I got a girlfriend. Yeah. All right. So it doesn't take long to make these at all. Just keep on going. Pretty simple. All right, guys. So what I'm gonna do next, while I'm wrapping this up, is I'm gonna have the pot full of oil over there. And we're gonna heat that up until it gets really hot, because you wanna fry this lumpia up till it's really, 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 really crisp. And my chicken looks like it's cooking quite nicely, so I wanna flip it over a little bit more. Let that cook. Oh, that's looking so beautiful. Nice. So I want some more sauce in this chicken adobo. Like, I want a lot more sauce. So I'm gonna add a little bit more soy sauce. And vinegar. And let that set. So I have the pot for lumpia boiling over here. It should be hot. You could do a little test, as we say. Put a little water in the pan. Make sure it's ready to go. If it's not, crackling or anything like that, then the oil's not hot enough. But what you're gonna do is just add the lumpia inside there and let it cook for like 3 to 4 minutes. It's gonna be great, come out brown. Really, really, really nice. So I have my oil going. It's almost hot, it's almost there. So I'm just gonna let it set, rest, forget it, it's okay. Checking in this adobo. Check my sauce. Oh man. Oh man, that's delicious. So the oil's hot. You want it really, really hot, guys. Almost there. Almost there. I can't sing as well as my sister, but that's okay. Oh, you heard that crackle? Oh yeah. That means it's time to be put in. Yeah, here we go. Oh, you ready? Let that cook up. And it's gonna fry up really nicely, guys. And once it's done, it's gonna start floating up to the top, so then you know it's ready. Really simple, just let it go. Oh, that looks so good. It smells so good in here. And I'm gonna keep on turning the chicken and flipping it over, because I don't want to burn too much on each side. And when my lumpia is cooking, guys, I'm gonna start plating. So I have the white rice that I cooked earlier. Looks beautiful, right? My chicken looks like it's done. Nothing like a hot, hot meal. Take some of this chicken off, right? Depends on how hungry you are. I'm starving, so I'm gonna use that much because I want to share. I want to share with my family. So add a little bit of onions on the bottom of the pan for everyone. Eat some. And like I said earlier, I got the banana sauce for the lumpia later. So what I'm gonna do is take another spoon. You could either put it on the plate or put it on a dish, depending on who you have over. Oh man. Let me try that real quick. Just like mom used to make. Just like mom used to make. Looks beautiful. Lumpia is almost done. And in between that, you could, call your friends over. It's like, hey guys, take an Instagram pic. I did it. It looks great. So this is my chicken adobo. That's my banana sauce. The lumpia is almost ready. We're gonna go to a quick commercial break and I'll show you the rest. All right, my lumpia is done, guys. It's amazing. It smells really good. You wanna make sure the wonton itself on the outside, the lumpia wrapper on the outside is crispy, because no one likes a soggy lumpia, and the beef is cooked through. You're gonna get like a lot of garlic and goodness, and then the chicken adobo right here has a big umami flavor. It's really, really good. I'm gonna turn off the oil, place the lumpia on the plate, like so. Put some scallions on there to finish it off. And there you guys got it.